Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets trembling, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the fray, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight to remain the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the home of the
Alrighty, YouTube, so that is basically our 4th of July in a nutshell. I mean, we did other things during the day. We had our kids over for a cookout. We cooked some food on the grill, and we ate together as a family. As you've seen, we went and seen fireworks. We did go to another town and go to like a flea market, and there was just a lot going on in small town USA for the 4th of July. And that's another thing that I noticed this year. As much as I love small town USA, and as many positive things I could say about small town USA, my little community, Ferry, Illinois, I noticed a lack of flags. Like, people weren't displaying the American flag. I noticed a lot of houses in my little community just wasn't doing that. And to me, that seemed a little disrespectful. And I'm not trying to get down on anybody. I'm just saying, like, what happened? Like, I mean, when I was a kid growing up, small town USA was very patriotic, and small town USA, like, you didn't find that in big cities. You didn't find that, you know, patriotism and just proud and pride of being an American. And I know in the big cities it's there, but you really see it in small town USA. And the sad thing this year is, man, there was a lack of it. Sort of. Now, I love my little town that I live in, but there was a lack of patriotism. There was a lack of flying your flags and flying them proudly and flying them respectably. And there was a lack of that. I flew my flag. My flag was out on the front of my house. And there's certain things you do to respect the flag. You don't let it touch the ground. You know, you want some light on it at night. You know, you want to display your flag properly and proudly. And as I drove around my little tiny town, I didn't see a lot of that. Unfortunately, I didn't see a lot of flag flying. And that kind of got to me a little bit. I don't quite understand that, and it kind of, I don't know, it kind of bummed me out a little bit. But then we went to Sibley, Illinois, and I've never gone there for fireworks. It's probably 10-15 miles away from where I live. The community I live in is there's a lot of close towns within a very short distance from us. We have a town 5 miles away. We have a town 10 miles away. You know, we have towns within very short distance, and it's all kind of become one community, sort of. And so, you know, I'm noticing that there's not a lot of patriotism in my little town for whatever reason. Okay, there probably is, but why don't people fly their flags anymore? There's probably a lot of patriotism. There's probably a lot of people very proud of the day that we're celebrating our independence, and a lot of people very into that. I love the 4th of July. You know, not just because I get together with family and we cook food and you get together with friends and you celebrate, but because of what it stands for. And then it's like you don't see flags out in front of people's houses, and maybe that's a small thing to some people, but to me that's very large. But then we go to Sibley, Illinois, and that's like very small town USA. I'm not even sure of the population, but I know it's smaller than the 4,000 people that in population town that I come from. And man, you see a lot of that. I mean, there was every house had a flag. I think every house had a flag. That was just. It was just a small community of people that were very proud to display their flags and show their patriotism. And we got to remember, like, that flag represents a lot. And it's very, very, very hard fought to have our freedom and our liberty, and that flag represents freedom and liberty and the American way, and that didn't come free. That came hard fought, and a lot went into giving us our freedom, and still does. And so to not fly your flag in honor of our country, plus to represent that we understand that that's not, it was hard fought to have what we have. And maybe I'm getting a little passionate about it, but it does mean that much to me. I've had family in the military, and my grandfather being one of them, and he told me a lot of stories about the military, and I take pride in the fact that my grandfather fought for some of the freedom of this country. So anyway, that was our 4th of July. We had a great time. We had a great time getting together with family and friends and food and fireworks, and it was fantastic. And there you have it, guys. That was the Tooley family 4th of July, and I hope you enjoyed it. And we'll see you in the next video.